Today we're reviewing the Breville Joule Air Fryer Pro. It's Breville's top of the line and their latest using the Breville Plus Autopilot technology. We'll be making blanket comforting Cinnabon cinnamon rolls, fluffy cheddar biscuits, and we're going to be doing this from frozen. We'll be testing how well the Joule makes toast with different levels of doneness. And we're testing this oven on how well it works with cast iron pots when making one of the most popular veggies in upscale restaurants, roasted Brussels sprouts. And if I'm feeling the vibe, I may drop in a cookie or two. This is the picture box you get when you purchase the Joule Oven Air Fryer Pro. The name may sound familiar, you guys, because I recently reviewed the Breville Joule Sous Vide Immersion Circulator. These are connected devices that work with the Breville Plus app on your smartphone to make thousands of recipes included with the app that are designed for these devices using a function called Autopilot, now where the entire cooking is automated. While the app is pretty awesome, I personally love the fact that the user can still operate the oven manually for all features. I have always been a hands-on person in the kitchen. I have the black stainless steel model, but the Joule oven is also available in brushed stainless steel. The profile of the Joule has the airflow grill at the top and grip handles at the bottom for easy transport. Kind of like Apple does it, the back of the Joule looks better than the front of some other competing products. More attention to detail is Breville's name in deboss on their power cord and the rounded design. It's a 3-prong grounded power cord and a thick cable, which is indicative of a high-performance product. Included accessories are 2 of these 8-position oven racks, a 9x13 broiling rack, a 13-inch nonstick pizza pan, a 9x13 enamel roasting pan, and an air fryer dehydrate mesh basket. Now I bought an extra box of the air fryer dehydrate mesh baskets from Multi-Layer Dehydrating. The Joule Oven Air Fryer Pro runs on temperatures 80 to 480 degrees Fahrenheit and it tops out at 1800 watts of power. The LCD screen is bright, clear, and very easy to read. The black stainless model has a black background, which I personally like. Going through the menu, there are preset cook times and temperatures for toast, bagel, bake, air fry, broil, roast, pizza, and then cookies. You can't forget the cookies. And then proof. The Joule will proof your dough when baking bread. And then towards the bottom we have reheat. We also have slow cook, keep warm, and at the bottom we have dehydrate, which I'm looking forward to making apple slices with. When making toast, you can adjust the lightness or darkness, and there's a graphic up top of how your toast will turn out. You can also adjust how many slices of bread, up to 9. The heating element will adjust for that. Let's move down to cookies. Who doesn't love cookies? Now the preset is for 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 11 minutes, you guys. I was in disbelief because my Breville Combi Wave convection oven makes cookies at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. The Joule oven fully baked my chocolate chip cookies in 11 minutes. Shocker! And very impressive. And time matters if you have an impatient family with a sweet tooth. At the bottom, you have a crumb tray. Now I like the finishing touches of the orange hand grip with the black oven. I was concerned that the metal might scratch the black finish on the oven, but the actual slot is raw metal, so no worries there. Inside the oven there's a bright light that is customer replaceable per Breville, and you can turn it off and on when needed. Now it even turns on just before the cooking is complete, which in my opinion is a nice, useful, smart feature. Further inside the Joule oven is the convection fan and a non-stick interior. Some may look down upon that, but I welcome it because it's hard to clean an oven. On the roof of the oven are the heating elements, which are also at the bottom. On the rear wall is extra space to accommodate larger pizzas. The Joule oven may be a big boy for some, measuring 12.8 inches high. Then going across, we have 21.5 inches wide and about 13 inches in depth, which I measured earlier. Now, what's not terribly big about this boy is the interior, measuring 7 inches of clearance for cooking space without interfering with the heating elements. Now, it will accommodate 9 by 13 baking dishes, a 12-cup muffin tray, 9 slices of toast, a 13-inch pizza, or a 14-pound turkey. What I thought was cool was the Joule oven has 8 rack positions to accommodate multiple types of recipes. Now, for example, let's look at the bake setting. Now, it shows the proper rack position is 6. As you can see, I have it set on rack position 6. So let's move down to cookies. Again, who doesn't love cookies? Now, it shows rack position 5. So, it's simple as flipping the rack over. And this design is set a little closer to the heating element. Now it's on rack position 5. Some of the design choices on the Joule oven, you guys, raise my eyebrows a bit. Let's take a look. At the bottom, pulling out the crumb tray has no resistance or catch to it. It easily slides in and out. Now, I would have liked to have seen a slight lock mechanism for safety when it gets hot. Inside the oven, I have the same concerns about the racks. No slight catch to them to protect them from easily sliding out. Now, this may be common for countertop ovens, but in my opinion, it's not a family-safe design. While you most certainly can turn the oven light on and off during cooking, there's no option to keep the oven light on during cooking past 30 seconds. The LCD display remains on for 5 minutes even if you open the oven door. There's no way to manually turn it off. On the positive, one of the coolest features of the Air Fryer Pro is the magnetic auto eject rack as the oven door is pulled open. This is done by way of magnets built into both sides of the oven door on the inside. Now, they connect to the rack when the oven door closes. Enough with the tech talk. Is anyone ready for fresh baked Cinnabon cinnamon rolls? Let's do this. Okay, on the menu, I chose the bake function. And it's set for 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Now, this is also the recommended time from the manufacturer of the cinnamon rolls because I'm using canned, okay? Now, on the convection button, I'm choosing super convection. Now, it's not necessary, but it cooks faster. Now, it lowers the temperature to accommodate this, so if you're not used to super convection, this is common. Pressing start to preheat the Joule. The Joule oven's fan is louder using super convection. Notice the oven light turns on immediately when it's preheated. Even more to that, the Breville Plus app alerts my smartphone even without the app being open. And this is beneficial if you're doing other things in the house while waiting for the oven to preheat. The timer starts automatically, you guys, after preheating, so I'm going to ramp it back up to 25 minutes. The Joule stays connected to the app, so I can open the app and view the cook time progress and the temperature. So, you can see we're down to the last few seconds. And my cinnamon rolls are done. Now, earlier I did roll the cook time down from 15 minutes to 8 minutes because the cinnamon rolls were cooking much faster than I even expected because of super convection. Alright, these look amazing, and the house smells great. Now they were done in 18 minutes instead of 25 minutes. Now you guys, super convection is not for everything, so always test your recipes with it. I love cheddar biscuits. I just love biscuits. So let's do this. These are frozen. I'm no baker. I like quick and simple. How about you guys, all right? So, the Joule is preheated. So I'm going to adjust the time back to 25 minutes. It's a common cook time for many things, and it's safe to start here, but always check your food's cooking progress. It's on standard convection. Let's check out those biscuits. They look great, and they're done. Now check this out, you guys. We still have 7.5 minutes left. The manufacturer recommends 25 minutes to cook these. Now, you may achieve that without convection, but the Joule's heating elements vary from top to bottom in order to cook the food efficiently and quickly. So we're stopping here. I was raised on Brussels sprouts. Not quite the popular way restaurants make them, so everybody enjoys them. I go on the healthy side. So let's do this. I add some salt-free seasonings of garlic powder and spices, some kosher salt, olive oil, and give them a toss. Some will lay them out on a baking sheet, but I like using a cast iron pot. They cook well and really get the raw veggies cooked all the way through. I'm using a Le Creuset pot that acts as an oven, and cooking in a covered pot protects the oven from getting splattered, right? This is a 2.5 quart pot, so it easily fits in. We're starting at 45 minutes on standard convection. What? Perfectly roasted with crispy caramelized outer skin with a bit of maple syrup added towards the end. One of my all-time favorites. And it took only 30 minutes, you guys, in the Joule instead of the recommended 45 minutes. And again, that's due to the convection and the heating element changes during cooking. Toast. This is one of those simple things that toasters just don't do well, right? Why? I never understood it. Let's try this with the Joule oven. I have it on the toast function, and it's set on number 4, which is for medium toasting. And the number 6 is the number of bread slices. So I'm rolling that down to 2 slices. Now you guys, we have 2 slices of light rye bread, and it's important to have them right in the middle for even toasting. Now I'm pressing start. And it takes over 4.5 minutes from a cold oven. The toast is approaching done. And you can see on the Breville Plus app that it keeps the time perfectly, letting you know when your toast is done. And notice when it gets to 30 seconds, the oven light turns on so you can check your toast. Now at this point, you guys, if necessary, you can add more time if you want it darker, or wait until it's complete and hit the add more button for a little more toasting time. Our toast is done. And the toast looks good. Now, where's the butter? This is a light toasting, and the browning is even on both sides. To show you the quality of the toast, I'm using a wooden spoon to scrape it. Okay, now we're going to go for a darker setting. We were on setting 4, so now I'm rolling up the darkness to 6. The cook time is a little longer at 5 minutes and the heating elements are hotter. You guys, if you like your bagels and bread toasted a certain way, you should use the favorites button to set it the way you like it. This is generally how I like my toast, nice and brown, while still soft in the middle. Here's all of our toast. The first set at the bottom. Now the browning is even on both pieces. Turning it over, you'll see the grill marks, but the bread is evenly toasted. Now you won't see the grill marks on the lighter toast. The grill marks are nice for theatrics, so it's a good thing, okay? Like I mentioned before, while they are toasted very well on the outside, they were still soft on the inside, and you can make up to 9 slices of toast at a time with the Joule. Let's do a recap of what I love, like, and what could be improved on the Breville Joule Air Fryer Pro. The Joule Oven Air Fryer Pro is perhaps the top in the industry. Now at $500 USD, it may present some sticker shock until you actually use it. The LCD readout is super clear and bright with lots of cooking options. I love that the light turns on just before your meal is complete so you can check it. The 8 rack positions is quite a unique feature. It's actually only 4 of them, but you simply flip the rack on all 4 levels. Now, this brings it closer or more away from the heating elements. I like the fact that you can use your own baking dishes up to 9 by 13 in size, and it supports the weight of cast iron pots. My favorite feature is the Joule is in tune with the Breville Plus App, so I can keep track of my cook times and it alerts me when cooking is done. The Breville Plus App has thousands of recipes, and with a little patience, you guys, it will turn the novice cook into a chef, me, okay? And the app is free with no subscription required. While I definitely like the idea of the oven door magnetically pulling out the rack, it only works on rack positions 3 and 4, so it's limited. I am just not crazy about the crumb trays sliding in and out so easily with no catch for protection, especially when it's hot. And the same issue applies to the rack. There's just no catch to protect it from easily sliding out. Now this may be common with countertop ovens, but in my opinion, this could use some improvement. The LCD display stays on much longer than it should, in my opinion. Just opening up the oven door turns it on, and it takes 5 minutes to shut it off. And unlike the oven light, there's no way to manually shut it off. Furthermore, there's no clock display. If you plan to stack items on top of the Joule oven, you will need the bamboo cutting board. It protects the top of the oven. The 13-inch pizza stone is also another great option, and in a later video I'll be making pizzas showing that. So you guys, is the Joule Oven Air Fryer Pro worth it? Heck yeah! If you check out other reviews of countertop ovens, the Breville is always the top rated. I really like the black stainless, but you can choose the brushed stainless steel from the Breville website. But the Joule oven would make an amazing Mother's Day gift. If you would like to support me by purchasing this oven, please use my links below the video or on blendingwithhenry.com. See you soon.